Ito nga yan, ang ikatlong episode ng pag-uusap namin ng aking beloved na uncle, si Tito Baby or si Father Venerando Agner, ang dating provincial visitor ng Congregation of the Mission or ang mga Vincentians. Dito lamang sa Mama's Boys with me, Mr. Romar Chupa.
I started writing for the liturgy at the time when there was not much material yet for the liturgy, because it was a new shift from Latin to the vernacular, Tagalog or English. And the reason why I was writing was there was a lack of material. And I thought that after that I would just everything will pass, and nothing more will be remembered about that. But I came to now I realize that the things I thought at that time they're not forgotten.
Yes, I'd like to go back dun sa your Valenzuela choir. Diba that was back in the 1970s? Where are they now?
They continue as a choir. They graduated college, they became professionals, they became parents, and now some are grandparents. And this choir is called Kasimba.
Kasimba.
And how do these children reach out? They check what are the talents. For example, one is interested in dancing. Now, you go around your neighborhood, look for other children who are interested in dance. He wrote the Santo, he wrote the Cordero, etc. Well, but we have that disadvantage that we sing these songs only among us. So we don't really. It just so happened that some have learned it and are now in
teaching it everywhere.
Yeah, teaching them in other places. But the one that often is mentioned is the Spiritong Banal.
Can we hear that dito? At least.
It's supposed to be a choral.
Okay. Pero even the melody or yung instrumental.
The lyrics are, Espiritong Banal ng Diyos, sa akin ay lumulukob, nang sa dukha aking maidulot, pag-ibig mong mapagkupkop, or there's three different phrases that ends the verse. Then the chorus is, O Espiritu ng kabanalan, O Espiritu ng pagmamahal, sa aking puso ikaw naranahan, ng kapwa ko'y aking paglingkuran. That's the
meron din yung outside to other people.
So I don't know what particular element of the song touches those who sing it or those who are listening to it, but it's usually the song that they identify me with.
I think the melody was also speaking dito.
The melody or the lyrics, they come together.
Wow.
So that's, there are some choirs of put it on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Then the other songs like the Panginoon Maawa Ka, they also it's all choral. All the compositions I did for the liturgy are choral. So usually they are supposed to be sung by SATB or
Beautiful. Ako naman, Tito, curious din ako because I think back in I was in college during that time when it was announced that you would be the provincial superior of the Congregation of the Mission. What was your feeling back then when you heard the news? Kasi it's the highest position in the tama po ba? It's the highest position in the Philippines for the CM, for the
just like all the different orders and congregations, we are divided into provinces all over the world, and so the Philippines, we have what we call the Philippine province. So the head at the level of the countries, we call in our case provincial visitor. The provincial superior. Like Father Dick Pido was the provincial superior, I said, of the Augustinians when Pope Leo was still the general. Anyway, when I was told by the Father General that I have been elected as a provincial superior or visitor, he told me, he said something like, you have no privilege of refusing. so you go into that job, you go into that work. Well, all throughout my journey, wherever I was sent, I just did the best that I could. But I was very happy that when I became a provincial superior or visitor, we had so many talents in the province, and the things that we were doing well. Like we have the Adamson University. It had just in my time it was celebrating I think the 85th anniversary. Then we had a president there who eventually became one of the SAYAP presidents. Then our School of Theology was going well at that time. Then we were constructing the Santuario. So we were constructing this also later on. And eventually it became a parish. And then all other engagements, like in Payatas and the other social outreach programs, we had people who were doing very well. So it was more the reason why I could go on in the job is that all the other aspects of our work was being well attended to. We had people who had already had doctorates in theology running our seminary. We always had people qualified to run Adamson University. We had people who were qualified to run Payatas and all the other social outreach programs. Some have died, like Father Bebot. Father Bebot was one of those who helped in the relocation of the informal settlers of the North Rail and the South Rail. I was once driving, and there were lay people with me, and we were passing through South Superhighway, and said, "Father, have you not noticed there are no more informal settlers along the Riles?" He said, "Yeah, no more. Because our priests, the other one is already retired here, they engaged the government in a procedure of transferring them that would not be noticed by the radio, by newspapers, by television, and nothing. So people were surprised that
Nawala na.
they've disappeared.
Yes.
Because normally when there's a relocation,
There would be so much noise.
there's a lot of there are conflicts, and people resist because they are being brought away from their place of work, etc. But all these things went quietly. Quietly because there was no news about it. But not quietly in the sense that the people were organized into communities before moving out. They had to move as community, not as individuals. And they were moving to a place where they would also be a community. And normally the place where they are sent resists because they say these people become the
Outsider.
source of crimes in the
Yes.
place, disorder, etc. But Father Bebot with the other priests organized this into communities before moving. And then when they moved to a relocation place, Father Bebot and Father Nonong was also one of those engaged, asked the government not to employ any contractors to build houses for them. These people will be provided by the government with the money to build their houses.
Their own houses.
And when they build their houses, that is their initial employment. Because there are many people there who are
construction workers,
carpenters,
carpenters.
plumbers, etc. And so this transfer did not involve the contractors. And one of our priests, Father Nonong, Atilano Fardo, who was the director when we started this church, he said, when we were building this church, I came to realize that the people involved are the owner, the contractor, the architect, and the construction manager. The owner is supposed to be there. When you relocate people and you employ contractors, the architect is there, they have a construction manager, there's the contractor. Where is the owner? And who is the owner? So the owner is supposed to be the people who eventually will be relocated. But they never enter into the planning of relocation. They are a non-entity in the planning. So we did, Father Bebot, Father Nonong, they pointed it out that the owners are the people who are going to be transferred there. And yet they don't appear among those who are engaged in the planning. So they were factored in into the planning. And the government was able to provide them space for them to be active parts in the planning of the relocation. So it was all organized, first creating the community, and even when moving them, they were supposed to know from what parish they were coming from. And they were entrusted
to the next parish.
So in a way, there was ritual. Part of the transfer was ritualized.
There was hand-holding.
Actually, many more things that they were doing. One of the things that they did is that when you do relocation, you always engage the government. And when you say the government, there are several agencies.
Of course.
Like of course, the National Housing, the DPWH supposed to be there because they have to do the civil works, road system, drainage, electricity, water, etc. They have to engage in the WD. So many different agencies. And very often what happens is these agencies do not work together. Each one does his own engagement. So what Father Nonong and Father Bebot did was to create what they call the Interagency Coordinating Council. Whenever there was a relocation. And all these were were engaged, were involved. And now they have we have now what we call the Northville. That's the place where these people from the North Rail come from. And the Southville, Northville is in Marilao, Southville is there in Laguna. And Adamson University continues to engage in outreach programs
there.
So depending on what college you belong to, like College of Law, College of Engineering, or nursing, we have a nursing school, commerce. So they go there, they help according to what college they come from. Commerce for kabuhayan, then health, it's the nursing, and the engineering for the civil works, etc., the architects, many different departments. And the best of all is that Father Nonong put up what is now called the Institute for Good Governance. And this Institute for Good Governance in Adamson is not for elected leaders, but for the we call natural leaders in the community.
Of the communities.
Yeah, they are recognized leaders in the community. And many of them have not been to school before, but now they have schooling in the university from volunteers from the different colleges, from the College of Law, from the College of Engineering, etc. All that are volunteers. And now that they have been formed, these leaders from the different relocation areas, many of them are now serving as the professors. But they came from, just like the first mama that I mentioned about in Payatas, from zero, she becomes an international representative. So many of these also from, we'll say zero, now become the teachers.
Beautiful.
Those are coming after them.
Tito, as I'm so grateful that you've been sharing all these, no. But on your end, diba, you've gone through a lot of experiences in choir, in exposure to the least, last, and lost. In your years as a priest, Tito, what are you most grateful for, perhaps, and perhaps a message then to our viewers, what they should also be grateful for, something like that, po.
Yeah, you're asking what I'm most grateful for. Actually, every time I meet a person, I'm very grateful for this for this person, because I know there's a lot of wealth in everyone, and a lot of not only wealth but a lot of goodwill. when Saint Vincent de Paul was parish priest in one of the parish there in
France,
his time in France, he was preparing for Mass in the sacristy, and somebody came, Father Vincent, there's a family where all the members are sick, and not one of them can help the other. We need to help them. Can you mention this in the homily? And Vincent went to the Mass, mentioned that to the homily, and in the homily, and then after during the day, many people were going and coming from the house of that sick family, and they were bringing help. Then Saint Vincent realized there was so much goodwill, but that goodwill was disorganized. He said, maybe today people will be going and they have enough supply for a day, but what happens to the following days? So she called some of the parishioners, said, we organize ourselves and let us plan. There's a lot of goodwill, let us plan, and then see to it that the help is not only for today. And that was the beginning of what we call the confraternities of charity, which actually is now present in many countries as the International Association of Charities. They used to be called Ladies of Charity, but they are now referred to as the AIC, the Association Internationale de Charité. And that was before even we were founded. So he founded three groups.
Organization.
The Congregation of the Mission, that is us, and then the Daughters of Charity, and then the Confraternities of Charity. And we often say that we were born in 1617, although we were officially founded in 1625. The Daughters of Charity were founded in 1633, but the Association of Charities was founded in 1617 when he was parish priest in Chatillon, Ledong. And this continue, plus the other association is the Society of Saint Vincent de Paul, which was founded by Frederick Ozanam. And in Ateneo, you have a yearly Frederick Ozanam Award.
Which is, Tito, the Sumilao farmers who I have been working for apparently are awardees of the Ozanam Award in Ateneo.
Award also in Ateneo. The Society of Saint Vincent de Paul, which is an association of lay people, they were brought to the Philippines by the Jesuits 1 year before the Vincentians arrived here. It was the Jesuits who were directing the Society of Saint Vincent de Paul until the 1960s or 70s. Then we took over. So as I said, what am I most thankful for? It just happens that I'm thankful for each person I meet. I'm thankful for each child or that I encounter, and I'm thankful to God for this kind of worldview, or you call it a framework or attitude that somehow keeps me confident. I'm not alone in our journey. There will be difficulties, but there is everybody else who form community. After all, when Jesus rose from the dead, what he got as his trophy was not the palace of Pilate or the palace of Herod or the palace of the emperor. What he got in return for his sacrifice was a community of disciples, a community of believers. And our treasure is precisely this, the community of believers, which actually continues to be the presence of Jesus in the world, torn by so many conflicts, by wars, with so many challenges. but the community that he won by his death and resurrection continues to be alive everywhere. So that behind all the challenges and difficulties and conflicts, we are just glad that we are there to be a ferment for peace, for understanding, and even for prosperity. And so there's a message that I would like to convey to others, is we treasure whatever God has given to us. We treasure ourselves, we treasure one another, and we treasure the whole community of believers, the church.
Thank you very much, Tito. I'm so grateful for you being with us and for you welcoming us here. And pinapatunayan mo nga through your service and through whatever you have done, again, that no person is too poor that he could give, and no person is too rich that he could not receive. Tama po ba? So, maraming salamat, because these are new words that I could imbibe, and perhaps our viewers could also imbibe. And pinapatunayan mo that you are indeed a Mama Mary's boy and a Mama's boy. So, maraming salamat, Father Randy or Tito Baby, for being with us. And muli, ito si Mr. Romar Chuka. Salamat dito sa Mama's Boys. Napakaganda ng mga pag-uusap namin at mga pagtugtog namin ng aking uncle, di ba? Na-realize mo talaga na kahit saan man mahanap mo ang Panginoon, whether in the poor, whether in the music, or in one's vocation. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagpapanood at muli magkikita-kita tayo muli next time dito sa episode ng Mama's Boys with Mr. Romar Chuka.